Yes, I. Greetings again in the mighty name of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie the First. And I see it. Yeah. Welcome all new subscriber. Bless up yourself. See, our subscriber, enough respect. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe as well. You see. Now, recently, the channel took a turn whereby I've been trying to highlight some of the positives. Seeing the positive elements them out of come out of our community and things like that. See? Well, I do this as a validation to the position where the channel really attack because we're trying to get people to start think critical and stop commit certain unnecessary things and things like that. So, and then anybody supposed to can get up and tell a man think what them think, give them opinion without experience. So basically, that's the kind of pretext. But again, them thing you have to show people say it's not everything, it's not all negatives are come from out of the ghetto half. You know for a fact. So I am try highlight a lot of people who come from the heart of the struggle, the beginning of the struggle, and have made themselves into positive contributors within society. You understand me? Anandi Low from Rockford, World Cup footballer. You get what I say? And like I said the other day, his son, again, Damian Low, is another top potential prospect in terms of Jamaican football sports altogether. You understand me? We spoke of Count Ozzy, the man who I think started reggae. See? And according to every document, every source that I see, it refer to that same fact as well. See? Now today we are talking about Usain Bolt. Yeah, Usain Bolt don't come from Rockford, but him we are talking about. You know, see? And how Rockford has played the most pivotal role in creating the Usain Bolt that he is today. See, everybody from Rockford grasp where this is going already and already know the character what I'm going to talk about, but the rest of the world don't know. You understand me? Based on his biography on Wikipedia, see, there are a lot of good sources from the Wikipedia biography that I'm quoting, or I'm going to quote. See, so needless to say, it has been, properly well-fed type of thing then. See? All right. With no further ado, Glenn Mills, OD, born 14th of August 1949, is a sprinting athletics coach from Jamaica. He was the head coach of the Jamaica Olympic athletics team between 1987 and 2009. He is currently head coach of the Racers Track Club, which include world and Olympic record holder Usain Bolt and 100-meter world champion Johan Blake. Other athletes that he has coached in the past includes Kim Collins and Ray Stewart. Early years. Mills enjoyed athletics from an early age, and after moving to Camperdown High School, he had a reference of scheme where he come from, Rockford scheme, where I no doubt think to myself his first attempt at what gave him interest in track and field was Renaclad School, because during this period Renaclad School was one of the top performer in Jamaica all-age athletics. I can remember when Renaclad School was on par with Winard Road and New Dale, the three champions in the whole thing. You understand me? Like every year they were the three favorites. You get what I said? Alright, let's move on. See, so he moved to Camperdown High School, promptly joined the sprinting team at age 13. After his first year, he was dissatisfied with his performance and gave up on the idea of becoming a professional sprinter. Despite this setback, Mills was still, because him stocky, him being really built for sprinting, but Rockford and Jamaica altogether is a sprinting country, so everybody loves sprinting from them small until them realize whether or not them, build feet or whatever. See? Dissatisfied with his performances and gave up on the idea of becoming a professional sprinter. Despite this setback, Mills was still enamored with athletics and frequently attended the practice meetings to watch the other runners. The high school coach, Henry McDonald Messam, noticed his interest and reluctance to participate, so assigned him various tasks and chores to keep him busy. 2 years after, Mills had learned well from the head coach and was given the job of coaching a class of younger track and field athletes. He retained good He retained the job after graduation, progressing to form an official part of the Camperdown High School coaching staff. The arrival of a new head of the sports department threatened Mills' coaching opportunities, and he was sacked in favor of a more experienced coach. The move backfired as many of the school's better athletes chose to stand by Mills, training with him at his new unofficial training grounds. I wonder if I run a scheme that run the big field, the goosey field. Mills was quickly reinstated at the school and went on to train many successful sprinters, including Olympic silver medalist Raymond Stewart. By the early 70s, Mills had trained a significant number of male sprinters in the national junior team. The Jamaica Amateur Athletic Association, JAAA, called on him to work on the team for the Carifta Games. Following the appointment, Mills made a prominent coach in the Jamaica athletic scene. He continued to work on his coaching style and earned a diploma from the International Olympics Committee Training Center in Mexico and a qualification in high-level sprint tech training at the IAAF Training Center in Puerto Rico. During his time as a coach in Jamaica, he has worked with a number of Caribbean athletes, including Yohan Blake, Arlene Bailey, Javier Brown, Leroy Reed, and Kim Collins. In addition, Mills also coached British sprinter Dwayne Chambers when his athletics ban expired. See? So, Coach Mills, the great Coach Mills, who is responsible for Usain Bolt posture, even the way he runs. You understand me? Coach Mills saw him and knew that he's got potential, but based on his structure, yeah, which a lot of coach would not have picked up on or might not have bothered with. You understand me? But based on the ingenious of the general, seen from East Kingston, Rockford, seen, we have managed to see one of the greatest sprinter, or the greatest sprinter of all times to this date. You understand? Usain Bolt is a product of Rockford, Kingston, Jamaica, particularly scheme. If you're interested, see, if you study the history and go back to where Usain Bolt started or where Usain Bolt met Coach Mills, this was the beginning of everything. You understand me? So, with all due respect, East Kingston, Rockford, with all of the negative that has been added to it all throughout the years and things like that, has made a lot of positive impressions on Jamaica society as a whole, as we know it. Reggae music started there, yeah? We have a World Cup footballer there, living there. His son is another World Cup prospect again in the making. Overseas footballer. No doubt, is adored or loved by the clubs that he played for. Very valuable player, very intelligent player as well, Damian Lowe. You understand me? And when saying so, I try my best all the while to big up Cassandra Barrett as well whenever I'm mentioning Damian Lowe, because it's not just a Nandi Lowe who molded him the way he is. No doubt Cassandra had a whole lot of influence. You get what I say? So, we have to love where we come from. You see, and when we talk, we have validation to our argument because we have seen both sides of the spectrum. You understand? We have seen people strive from nothing with a lot of seduction and influence of other farms. You get what I say? But still the influence of other farms did not pursue these people to become part of its agenda, because at the end of the day, the influence, the other seduction, like for instance, gunman business, so-called criminality, was really, as I said, like formed as a sense of security for the said community. You get what I say? So again, the people them who find themselves in that position or of that persuasion usually make it them point of duty to ensure, say, those of us in the community with a certain potential, gifted a certain way, or show certain extraordinary abilities. You understand me? They themselves invest morally and physically, socially in the development of the community as well. You understand what I say? Yeah, so with all due respect, we have to big up Coach Mills, see, and make reference to him. You get what I say? Because again, when the popular media talk about people like these, they feel or elude to go mention the facts of well then. A lot of these people came from nothing as well. And had to strive up the ladder to get something. And these arguments and talks and things like this are inspiration for the ghetto youths them who might see only hopelessness. You understand what I say? And only like somebody we can influence them a certain way with a dumpling. See? Fit. Start profile a certain way, if you understand what I say. Pick up gun and them thing. The right now nowadays it not take nothing for you to pick up gun. You know, nobody now have to do them nothing. Them now have to have no purpose for one do it just because say the gun might fool him belly. Just plain and simple that. And the society now observe them fact and try to know so well and we could set up some sort of something where as a deterrent, not you know, like not a deterrent of such kind of police them done there and I feel at it big time. You understand what I say? But an alternative whereby the youth them can see at least a certain level of progress until a certain age when them can actually make balanced decision on them own. You get what I say? But as soon as them left school, which is quite early, long before graduating all age, in a lot of cases, you see, I just the street them have to deal with. You see, parents can hardly deal with themselves. You see, hence one of the reasons why when a whole heap of youth dead, the parents just sit back and just don't say a circle. Because just to think about legal costs and things like that for query or investigate the case for point out the facts so well then them son get murdered by authority. It don't make no sense where them all find them money there. So that's another level of strong abuse and you know what I say? A destructive element amongst the society. You see? No counter to it. You see? So a lot of them video and my video, the channel is try create alternative thinking. I not stop a man from go pick up him gun and go do what he want and do. You see? More than likely I'm try and ask a man to use it with him conscience. You get what I say? Gunman thing across is if he's just a rebel without a cause. You see, they just a draw down crosses for yourself and you just a live for that. No say hungry hot. But it can't hot so. You get what I say? A life change, tragedy and traumas and things like them things I own experience. You get what I say? And a death change it. See, while being alive, profile and make a change. It can happen. Go study the issue. If you want me to explain it in another video, I will. You get what I say? Strategy step by step. I will. I'm prepared to do that. But this is just to show you the pretext of the channel. You get what I say? There are other ways. Me know from a personal experience. Yeah? If there was other sources and all that, no man no want dead, you know. No man no really want, see. You have a reason why the youth them step certain way and try to impress certain people certain way. You see, because I love for the man them when them are impressed, them not the experience not the badness. You see, so again, it's like some things where them seen a show, them try reenact and them thing there. You get what I say? Yeah, that go on. You see it. And again, so you don't know. More love, more life. Share, like, and subscribe. You see it. You don't know. Probably one of the unless requested. But still I like touch on some of the issues we are going on in a society and address them, dissect them my way, give my opinion on them. You understand? Rather than seems like me I brag about myself and my place Rockford. This is not what this is about. This is validation to the arguments that I'm trying to bring across. Anyway, share, like, and subscribe. More love. Rastafari.